Police are currently raiding multiple properties belonging to businessman Calvin Matibeli in 4 provinces. Search warrants were secured in relation to a tender fraud case registered in Johannesburg. Documents and other items are being seized as part of the investigations. UCalvin Matibeli yilo bethathe uGeneral Mkhwanazi wamusa enkantolo emveni kokuba ebene-interview noZiyanda Ngcobo lapho enze khona ama-allegations against uGeneral Mkhwanazi. Yilo wathi uGeneral Mkhwanazi is captured by a private security company kanye nama-families lawa a-dominant kwi-taxi industry. Ibona laba abacapture uGeneral Mkhwanazi ngakho usebenzisana nalabantu abangama-competitor wakhe. Uye futhi wasitshela ukuthi amaphoyisa ngesikhathi emraider, I think bekuDisemba, wathola i-call 10 minutes before amaphoyisa ezofika. Kodwa wathi kwakuphume i-instruction ukuthi amaphoyisa wafika amdubula ambulale. Ziningi izinto ayisho ngoGeneral Mkhwanazi. Ekufikeni kwabo enkantolo, inkantolo yamthola ukuthi unecala kaXolisa. Kodwa kunokuba kaXolise wathatha lolo daba lolo walisa kwi-appeal. Ngikhuluma kanje ngoba ngifuna ukukukhumbuza ukuthi sikhuluma ngobani la, ukuze ukuqonda ukuthi ubani lo ongenelwa amaphoyisa. Kune-statement asikhiphile-ke mayelana nalolu daba, ecacisa ukuthi kahle kahle okwenzekalayo yikuphi. Kanti kune-video futhi ayenzile nabezindaba.
I just got information this morning that there are police that arrived. They've got a search warrant. So the search warrant speaks about they saying that they've got an informer that informed them that they had for a long time deployed in my company. Tell them that I've got illegal firearms. I'm doing wrong things around tenders and whatnot. And therefore they are there to seize document. They've since opened a case. Well, I don't know what the case is all about because it was for the first time I hear about it today. But from what I've got, I've then checked that the search warrant, and indeed they've got it. But what is very strange is that among the things that they are doing is that they are saying that they are there to inspect unlawful or illegal firearms. I can tell you now that police didn't find any illegal firearms or whatsoever, or any of the allegations they've made on their search warrant. However, strangely enough, a continuation of what has been happening for 5 years to 6 years, including what happened on the 13th of February last month. They seized firearms. They are opening a vault. Reason being, they are sending them to ballistics. So basically, that's what happens.
Ngoba esechazile kokwenzekile kodwa sizosifunda istatement ngoba sona sizoba nemininingwane eminingi. Imininingwane ezovela kodwa kukhulunywa indaba ye-tender fraud. Kuthathwa ibhamu zakhe ziya kwi-ballistic zizohlola ukuthi ngabe azinamacala na.
So you have no legal firearms, you say, and what about the tenders?
I don't even know. I just got surprised that they said there's a tender fraud that is apparently I'm being investigated for. I've never done any tender fraud, and therefore I can't say much about that because I don't know even the merits of. But as a director of the company, I've never participated in any tender fraud. I can put my head on the block. But also, what you must understand is that there are a lot of things that happened in the past. These police were supposed to assassinate me on the 19th of December with fraudulent warrant of arrest. Had I died, I wasn't able to be talked to. I wasn't going to be able to tell the world what I've been subjected to for a number of years. That attempted assassination failed. After the assassination failed, they brought police on the 7th of January in my Durban head office to come and do inspection of my firearms. Those police, they spent more than 4 hours doing inspection. They found nothing wrong. Then there was a second again on the 13th, which came today. They took 14 firearms. We don't know where those firearms are. We don't know the reason. We don't even know who were those people, where they're coming from. But later than that, they then went and opened a case after they've done more than multiple attempts to raid my offices, unlawfully so.
Now, previously, you have blamed the police in KZN, in particular, the provincial commissioner, Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. But today's raid not only took place in KZN, but in the provinces of Limpopo and Gauteng as well.
While it's a national operations, but the truth, one day the world will know, or South Africa will know what we are dealing with. But I'll expose the truth because I have the truth of me, who are behind this thing. I mean, I'll tell you one thing, Budvuyo, is that before this raid happened, a guy who owned a security company in Gauteng called Matla Security, who has been harassing me, intimidating, one of those construction mafias. The guy knew about this operation. He even shared with some of his subordinates that he's working with police to make sure that they eliminate me from the game. So I'm saying this thing is a continuation. Police are being used by our business competitors. I'm saying that I've got evidence, I'll back it up of what is happening. So here you've got a unity of convenience of people meeting from different provinces, trying so hard to fabricate lies, because you look at how much attempts they've made about me for years. I mean, 2019, similar modus operandi happened. My firearms were taken. 2020, it happened. 2023, hence I've got a lawsuit of 15 million in court against the police in KZN and police. So the Gauteng attempt started late last year. I mean, one of my clients will have called me into a meeting to tell me that this same Matla company, he said to my client that if I don't, if I subcontract him, he will make sure that the police get off my back. I've got the evidence to that extent. So this is a battle of police being used by our business competitors.
Ningakhula kushilo kuCalvin kodwa ke usaqhubeka la igcine khona ekuqaleni noma manje engasaqondisile inkulumo yakhe kugeneral ngoba udaba labo lisenkantolo. Siyazi ukuthi ufake i-appeal mayelana nalolu daba siqale ngalo. Kodwa nje usakhuluma khona ukuthi amaphoyisa asetshenziswa ama-private security company laba akhompyutha nabo ngoba naye ukwi-private security company. Sizofunda-ke statement esivela kwi-office lakhe emveni kwalapho bese siyayivala ivideo. Statement iCalvin isikhiphe ngomhla ka-10 kuMarch 2026 sithi media statement. Over the past 7 years, we've been subjected to repeated and unlawful attempts by certain members of the South African Police Service to target both chairman and the company. The latest action involving a search warrant and seizure operation based on the false and misleading allegations is simply another continuation of this pattern of harassment. This development does not come as a surprise to us. It forms part of a broader effort to conceal and justify the rogue operations that have been directed against us for more than 7 years. While the current event may appear new to the public, they are in fact part of a long history of intimidation, harassment, and abuse of power that we have consistently endured behind the scenes. After multiple failed attempts to damage our reputation and operations through baseless investigations and unlawful actions, the authorities have now resorted to open a case. We view this move as yet another desperate attempt to legitimize actions that have no lawful or factual basis. We must also place on record that what we are witnessing is not merely misconduct by individual officers, but a disturbing pattern of abuse of state power that appears to benefit certain private interests within the security industry. There is a network of individuals who seek to manipulate law enforcement structures to eliminate business competition. Approximately 4 years ago, a security company owner from Gauteng entered my premises and demanded that I share my business with him. I refused. Since that moment, a campaign of intimidation and interference has followed. This same individual later lost a security contract to our company and has repeatedly boasted about his alleged influence and control over certain members of the police. This individual is former police officer whom during his time in the SAPS in Gauteng was allegedly involved in criminal activities, including the use of police vehicle in heist. Even after leaving the service, his conduct has continued to reflect the same pattern of intimidation and unlawful influence. In the most recent incident in December 2025, he approached one of our clients and attempted to convince them to pressure me into sharing our contract with him. In return, he promised that all the problems with the police that we have been experiencing would immediately disappear. This statement alone demonstrates the level of manipulation and collusion that exists between certain private individuals and elements within law enforcement. This same individual has repeatedly been sharing information about planned police raids on our offices with his associates, raising serious concerns about how sensitive operation information is being handled and who truly control certain policing actions. It is therefore deeply concerning that the SAPS appears to be captured and manipulated by individuals seeking to settle business rivalries through state machinery. Law enforcement institutions should protect citizens and business, not serve as tools for private vendetta and anti-competitive conduct. Despite these ongoing attempts to intimidate and silence us, we remain confident that the truth will ultimately prevail. We will continue to cooperate with lawful processes while also exposing the abuse of power and corruption that has been directed against us. The truth shall come out. Kungijabulisayo nje kakhulu ngalolu daba lika Kelvin ukuthi kungekudala noma njengoba sazi ukuthi kunini kufanele ayovela phambi kweMadlanga Commission lapho ezothola khona ithuba lokuthi expose wonke le corruption ayishoyo, futhi uzonikwa ngisho ithuba lokuthi akakhiphe ubufakazi, ngoba into ebalekile ukuthi kuyonke lento ayikhulumayo akhiphe ubufakazi kubonakala ukuthi kwenziwa njani. Futhi kuyoba into embi kakhulu mangase kuthiwe amaphoyisa ayasetshenziswa i-private security company ukuze kufezeke inhloso zabantu abathize. Lokho nje uma ngathiwa kuyiqiniso kuzoba kuyinkinga ngempela. Hayi ngingathi ukuthi kuzoba ngathi into esazokwenzeka, kuyinkinga ngempela uma ngabe kuyenzeka. Kodwa nje iqiniso lizovela njengoba esho naye uzolithola ithuba lokuthi avele phambi kweMadlanga Commission abeke. Into enhle ngeMadlanga Commission banama investigators wabo, uthi nawe ukhuluma okwakho nabo bebe bephenyile ngempela ukuze bebone ukuthi lento okhuluma ngayo ihamba kanjani. Ilokho nje okungijabulisa. Mfisa sengathi nje uCalvin angingaphazamiseka, futhi lento ayishoza ukuthi kunabantu abazama ukuthatha impilo yakhe ngathi singangaba impumelelo ukuze sizowezwa lamaqiniso, ngoba kunamaqiniso azositshela wona nekufanele asitshele wona siwazi. Ngiyamesaba kumuntu ke okhuluma kanje othi yena uzozivezela amaqiniso, uzo-expose izinto, ngoba abanye bathi mase benikwa ithuba lokuthi abazi-expose izinto kuvele ukuthi indaba yakhe ayikho. Angenza umzekelo nje, Paul Sullivan umuntu okhulumayo onobufakazi, mase sekanikwa ithuba ndoda soseparliament, khuluma ke manje ukhulume wonke amaqiniso, kwavela ukuthi hayi hayi angayingeni nje futhi indaba yakhe. Baningi nje abantu uzube nethemba lokuthi hayi yabona namhlanje hayi kuza amaqiniso wodwa. Kodwa mase fika kwi-platform e-right ukuthi akawakhuluma amaqiniso. Yabona nje uBrian Mokgotsi wathi kuzokhala amadoda uma yena efika kwi-commission. Kodwa kubhlungu kwakhala yena. Ingakho ngisho ngithi umuntu uyanikwa ithuba lokuthi akakhulume bese yahluleka omunye. Kodwa ngeke phela sijaje uCelvin ngenxa yezenzo zabanye. Mina nawe sidibana kwivideo elandelayo. Ngiyabonga kakhulu.